Hello users, and welcome to another episodic installation of Above It All, the series in which I act as a Bernard campaign surrogate, except without the official title. So, here we have a new California poll, and of course, Bernard has been killing it in California, absolutely just killing it. This is the most important state in the Democratic primary. They vote on Super Tuesday, which is less than a month away now. I also vote on on Super Tuesday. I'm in North Carolina, so this is incredible. So again, he's been already killing it here. As you can see, the last poll had him at plus 14. And then, plus 6 on Real Clear Politics, and then going back then, Biden was up, but that's not important right now. So he's got a good spread on Real Clear, and as you can see here, this is a weekly tracking poll, from, yeah, I think this is the same one. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, so this is now I think this is going to be a weekly tracking poll. I think, maybe? I don't know. It says weekly, so I assume it's weekly. Though the last poll that they did was last month. But last month it wasn't the run-up until Super Tuesday. So, I don't know. I could just be stupid, and it could just be a weekly newspaper or something. That's also possible. In fact, now that I think about it, that's probably what happened. I'm a little high right now, so I apologize. But either way, Bernard, plus 5 from the last poll that these people did. Warren, minus 5, which is important because, again, Warren's base is affluent white people who don't really want to do anything but want to act like they're progressive. You know what I mean? They want the progressive bona fides without actually doing anything, without actually paying more taxes. That's basically the idea here. The big thing is Biden is crumbling. Biden is crumbling. And that is because of Bloomberg. Again, like the thing about this primary that's so incredible to watch is if they just coalesced around one centrist candidate, like if Bootyfuck, Biden, Bloomberg, and everyone else just dropped out and it was Bernie versus Warren, and Warren was the compromise candidate, I thought that was going to be what was happening when Warren was surging in October and so forth. I thought that that's what was going to be the case here, but it looks like Warren is crumbling. Bloomberg stepping into the race, peeling off that 13%, is really... it's shaking up the centrist lane. And yes, for those of you that aren't with the program right now, Warren is a centrist. I know some people still get a little upset. No, she's a centrist. She's maybe even more centrist than like Butt Cheek and Amy Klobuchar. Like in a lot of ways, in her approach, she LARPs as a progressive, and that's the biggest problem. That's the biggest issue. But again, like, because if it were like Bernard, and Yang, because he's a narcissist, would be in the race anyway. And same thing with Tulsi, though I'm a little less solid on Tulsi being that much of a narcissist. I think she'll drop out before Super Tuesday. At least I hope so. But if, say, you had... I like how Booker's still in here, by the way. I just noticed that. Booker's at 1%, even though he's not running anymore. That's a little bizarre. But if it were just Bernie and Bloomberg, I think that would be an easy matchup, to be honest. But Biden is crumbling, and everyone put their bets on Biden, and then Buttigieg got into the race, Mayo Pete got into the race, and started taking off a few months ago, and now, like, again, with the Iowa cheating and everything, and the problem with the centrist lane is that almost everyone in the centrist lane is a narcissist. Elizabeth Warren is a narcissist. Pete Buttigieg, giant narcissist. Joe Biden, demented narcissist. Bloomberg, billionaire narcissist. Klobuchar, honestly, she's a narcissist, and like she abuses her staff. So I mean, it's kind of like not like cool to even make fun of her. But like the thing about it is like if they would just say like, okay, I'll put aside my ego for the sake of stopping Bernard, then they could actually maybe stop Bernard. And maybe, who knows, my prediction video has been kind of shot. I did a prediction video before Iowa. That's kind of been shot down because I totally didn't see them cheating. So the cheating has made Buttigieg gain a little bit more than I thought he would. But I still think there's a good chance that Bernard can sweep California. Maybe not in every district. That's going to be impossible, I would say, for him to sweep every district. But for the at-large delegates, which is, again, California is the most important state in the Democratic primary, so this is huge. This is super huge. This is going to be incredible to watch this continuing on. California is probably going to get a lot more polling done, especially after New Hampshire, which, by the way, is tomorrow. Oh, God, this primary season. It's too much for me. But yes, this is incredible. This is incredible news. I don't know what else to say. Bernard's going to win. It's going to happen. It's happening right now, right before our eyes. And yes, do I think they're going to cheat more? Do I think Iowa's cheating is going to be the end-all be-all? No, I don't. I think they're going to cheat in every caucus state, especially Nevada. They've already hired Pete Buttcheek staffers to run the Nevada caucuses. Not good. Not good. So I do think there's going to be more cheating. I do think that if Bernie does not get 51% of the delegates by the convention, I think we're fucked. Unless we occupy Milwaukee, which I don't. That's one of those things where I just don't think that it's really going to happen. Like, America we're not France, you know what I mean? And as much as I would love that to happen, like we did with Occupy Wall Street and so forth, like, I would love if, like, I could, though. It could, because that would be one thing that would just, like, it would, one, cement that the Democratic Party is not going to win against Trump. They would lose. And, like, whoever they nominate besides Bernie, I'm convinced will lose. I think Biden had a chance before the Iowa disaster. I do think Biden maybe, with the stipulation that it's possible he would collapse and hit the ground screaming before the election happened. But if he weren't, if that didn't happen, I do think Biden has a slight chance against Trump. But everyone else, Warren, garbage. She would lose in a landslide. Buttigieg, lose in a landslide. Bloomberg, honestly, I think Bloomberg maybe has a chance just because of the billionaire aspect and paying people off and so forth. Klobuchar, not a chance. Yang doesn't have a path to victory in the primary, but I do think he would perform well against Trump potentially. Steyer, not a chance. Booker is not even running anymore. I'm just reading this list off. But yeah, this is our chance. It's going to happen. Again, don't get demoralized. You got to keep voting. You can actually, if you are in California, you can vote right now. I'm pretty sure they have mail-in voting. So some people in California have already voted. So that's great. Keep voting. And prepare yourselves, do canvassing, do everything you can, do phone banking, because this is crunch time. Super Tuesday is, we can theoretically know who the nominee is. If Bernie, landslides California and Texas, we might just know where it might be over at that point. So, we don't know. But this is getting intense. This is getting, the next month of everyone's lives are going to be, hair standing up, you know what I mean? So thank you for watching, and I will see you later. California, baby. Come in for it. Come in for it.